Hello everyone, here's another wee video in place of Friday's letter for those who prefer to listen rather than read the news. May I begin by thanking the many staff who have been in school carrying out the cleaning, the painting, construction, admin duties and general maintenance on the building and the IT infrastructure. Thanks also to all the teachers and support staff who have been supporting our pupils both pastorally and academically. As you're all aware, we've provided loads of Easter study classes across the holidays, and I'm aware that lots of kids linked into these across the fortnight, so that was superb. As I noted in my last letter, we were awaiting confirmation that the Scottish Government was going to give us information about returning after Easter. As always, I've added the links to that information that came out on the 6th of April to the letter, and if you want to see the detail in that, then you just look up the letter. But, in summary, we're all going to return to school tomorrow with all the same safeguards as we had before the most recent lockdown began in January. But we also the added precautions of wearing face masks when in classrooms, communal areas or when walking around the school. We'll also continue to offer the asymptomatic test for all those that want them. It's worth remembering that we're only able to return in full if the schools are able to offer these other mitigating factors to keep us all safe. So in our case, we'll continue to keep working with education transport to ensure that all our pupils travel to school safely. We'll keep advising you all to drop your children at a safe distance and a safe location away from the school, and that'll ensure that the children arrive in a staggered manner and that parents don't mix when they're in school. Remember, please keep out of McCall's Terrace to avoid jamming up the road when the buses are coming in and out. We're also making improvements to the hygiene and the ventilation system. Oban High School has a single entry point. Staff are at each of the doorways ensuring every person enters gets hand sanitizer. In Tyree there are different entrances for the primary and the secondary kids. Both have proved very popular as a way of saying hello to everyone as they come to school. Sanitizer is also in every room and it has to be used on entry and exit everywhere we go. Our day cleaners are also doing an excellent job in wiping down every handle and banister constantly, and that's roughly occurring every hour. Last year, we wrote a secondary timetable that blocked classes and that reduced movement across the school. We also split our lunches to reduce mixing, and we also created staggered ends to the end of the day. Year groups are not allowed to mix. We treat S5 and S6 as a single year group, by the way, because they all share classes. And all these year groups have separate canteen areas and outside recreation zones. We use the gyms to achieve that. Pre-ordered lunches are delivered to classes in Oban in individual bags to avoid queues. All orders in both schools are paid for online to avoid cash handling. Many subjects have restrictions on them, even with this return. We've got more outside learning to ensure we can deliver as many practical subjects as possible. In Oban, we built an outside gym to cater for our senior PE students doing performance and strength and conditioning classes. And we bought a massive marquee and built a dance floor to allow our schoolie dance to continue. That'll now also be used with the new regulations that came in for piping and wind instruments. A wee reminder, talking about timetables, that the Tyree nursery times and parent access rules remain unchanged. The pandemic has brought significant stresses to our families. Oban is divided into 4 clans, each with a pastoral team, deputies, guidance teachers, family liaison officers, pupil support and IT support staff. They've all been allocated to each clan and we use this broad team to support whatever need we can. In Tyree, Lorna Coleman oversees the pastoral care in the primary, whilst Mary Forbes oversees the secondary pastoral care. Simon Jeffrey, the family liaison officer, and Neil Connor in Tyree support the IT. This support has proven invaluable as families reach out to us with a multitude of concerns about families coping with lockdown and anxiety about returning. These are often family, work, money concerns, and it's not just always how a child's engaging, so please continue to contact us if you need help. Face coverings is the key difference for us. Given that we've already enforced all the other mitigating factors and everyone will have to wear these face coverings when in classes, communal areas and when moving around the building. And we'll continue to offer the asymptomatic testing to all adults and children. Now, the next big change that's on the card is the SQA guidance regarding the alternative certification model to the SQA traditional exams. As you're aware, there's no exams again this year. The link that I provided in the letter and can be accessed by just searching SQA in Google will give you all the information you need. But in some summary, some of the assessments have already been done, as it's entirely natural for teachers to test progress as we go along. If a pupil met the SQA success criteria in a previous test, then there's no need to assess that criteria again. Of course, pupils take time to complete courses and some parts of the course will not yet have been assessed. After Easter, we've built in an assessment window where we'll continue to teach pupils across the courses, but where a pupil is all ready to sit an assessment to determine if they've passed that element of an SQA course, then they will, when they're ready. Our pastoral teams have been providing a wealthy support to families both in Oban and Tiree. Please continue to contact us and let us know if there's anything that we can do to help you. Please use the Contact Us page on the website or call your plan guidance teacher if you're in Oban, or Lorna or Mary if you're in Tiree. I'm very much looking forward to seeing all our pupils, all my colleagues, and speaking to some parents on the phone when we're all back in school next week. So look after yourselves and I'll see you all soon, I hope.